What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Force of Will, which is in Halo 2, beat the par time on Gravemind. So start up that level, you could do it on any difficulty. I've chosen to do it on easy, because that makes it the most manageable. It's definitely the quickest way to get through this level. So to start off, you're going to be in this room and all you have is a needler. So you just want to take out the left brute as fast as you can with an over-combine, or not over-combine, a super-combine, which is when you get a bunch of needles into an enemy so much so that they explode, they combine and explode everywhere. And then you want to kill the second brute. He'll probably start berserking because you've killed his friend, and he'll hopefully just run straight at you, which is a lot easier to kill people with needlers that way, is when they're running straight at you. So do that, and then you'll have to kill a couple grunts. I'm standing here. This is a trick to despawn some enemies. It's not 100% essential, but what I'm doing is standing here in the old graphics, and back when I was using the old graphics, before I just switched to the new ones again, I lined up the lights on the doorway. So there's 6 lights up on top, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and if you go back and look at the old graphics, you can see that the leftmost light and the rightmost light were just on the border of the doorway here, so that's what you want to do, and if you stand there, some of the waves of enemies will despawn actually, so you don't have to deal with them. I'm not sure if that actually happened in this playthrough. Normally, I do this on Legendary, so I'm not sure exactly how it works or if it works on Easy, but even without that trick, you could just, kill all these enemies very quickly, since it's on Easy. Again, not 100% essential. You could probably just skip that. If you want to try it, then go for it, but if not, then whatever. It's on Easy, so you don't need to learn all these crazy despawns and everything. That's more in line for speedruns, like Legendary speedruns, and Lazo runs are definitely helpful to have those tricks. So just bring Cortana over to the pedestal over here. She'll do some tampering with the infrastructure of the whole high charity system, and you'll be like, oh, these doors are open now, sweet. So move on in, and you can just run past all of these enemies. No need to slow down to take them out. The par score, or not the par score, the par time for this is 20 minutes. So we're definitely going to be a little bit pressed here. It's not like one of the levels where I finish in like 3 minutes and the par time is 15 minutes. I finish in about 16 minutes, 16:30 I think. And you want to just run straight down here as well. Grab some carbine ammo from that crate. You could jump down here. And then jump down here. There should be a couple grunts, a couple jackals. One has a beam rifle, but he'll probably be startled from the fact that you just came around the corner kind of all of a sudden, and he'll become scared and run away probably. He'll probably drop his beam rifle, but if not, you could probably still just run right past him because it's on easy. So here you definitely want to run past as well. You really don't want to be hanging out too long anywhere. This is a pretty long level actually. It does give you an extra 5 minutes. Normally the par times are 15 minutes, but this one's 20, but still, even with that, this is the longest level in Halo 2, so I guess Regret could make an argument for that, just because it's really gondola heavy and elevator heavy, which is just times where, you're just riding on the gondola and you can't make it go any faster. But Gravemind is just long in general, like you have to just walk far, far away. So come to this room. This is the room with the lift, and just go immediately down to the center. And if it's empty, which it was for a split second, Cortana will just activate the lift right away, and you can just jump right down. And that way you don't have to fight any of the enemies in that room either. You might think that you have to actually clear out that room before Cortana opens the lift up, but that is not the case. Just jump right down and in, and we are going down into the prison section. So down here on easy, there should be one brute, so you can assassinate him. And there should be a bunch of sleeping grunts and some patrolling jackals. So jackals that are awake, but they're just kind of walking around, not knowing that you're in the area. Until they see you, of course. If you walk right in front of them, they'll know. But I decided to go about this by assassinating all the grunts. This is a great way to get that achievement where you gotta assassinate like 6 or 7 sleeping people in a row. It's good for that. But probably on easy and trying to do a speed run, you want to probably just shoot them in the head. They'll all wake up and then eventually come after you after they're done running around scared of you. That's probably a faster way than just walking around the entire area. It's probably easier to just shoot them, but I did go the slightly slower route of just assassinating all of them because it's just fun to do. You're like a ninja. You're like a hitman, Agent 47, and you're like various other, stealth people. I can't think of any games right now. You're like Link towards the end of Ocarina of Time when you're in that Gerudo Valley or whatever. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. Never heard anyone say it. I've only ever read it multiple times while playing the game. But anyway, just keep on moving. And we're going down to the bottom here to kill the remaining enemies. There's 3 levels to this whole area. And the 2nd and 3rd level will have a prison that there's actually Marines in. And it's random every time. It doesn't matter what you do or how fast you do it or anything. It's always random. You either have to go down to the bottom level first or the 2nd level. And that is all, again, just random. So you can't really plan for it. So just, you know, listen to Cortana. She'll be like, come to the middle level or come to the lower level. And then, you know, just do just that. And go free your Marine buddies. Where did that brute go? Here he is. Give you a nice sticky grenade right for your bum-bum. Alright, sweet. We are out of here. Fortunately, he said, or fortunately, she said, go to the lower level, which is where we already were. So we saved a little bit of time there. I assassinated that guy. You could assassinate all the other grunts as well, but I decided to just shoot him in the face because it's a little quicker and you could shoot him while you're leaving. Kind of like how I was describing, you could shoot all the grunts out here faster than you could just run up to all of them, but I actually did it that time instead of ignoring it and just assassinating people. So go up to the middle level. At this point, we know the middle level is where we need to go to next because it's the only one remaining out of the 2. And you're going to want to come to this area. I have like a brain fart at this point, and I think I have to go through this door, but I don't. It's the door in front of me to the right. There it is. Good job, Silver. Way to go. So this one has 2 jackals and a brute with a brute shot at the end. So take those guys out. You probably want to prioritize the brute shot guy, since he is the most dangerous one in there. And then once they're all dead, you don't have to spend any more time in there. You can just get out and leave. So I'm going to hang out here. There should be more reinforcements, enemy reinforcements. You can see they're coming from the right now. And we just want to hang out on the middle level still. We don't want to go all the way up yet because we're going to despawn some enemies. It's not really despawning. It's kind of weird. We're despawning their health, I guess, because they just spawn into the map dead. But if you just stand here, Cortana will eventually say, Chief, hostiles coming down the lift, or something very similar to that. And when she says that, you want to be in between all 4 of these lifts. Like 1 goes down, 1 goes up, and then the other 2 are just receivers, basically. So you want to stay in the middle here. You can see I was humping the ground there, because that is when Cortana said, Chief, hostiles coming down the lift. And I'm going to stand here for like 15-20 seconds, and then I'm going to go up here. And you can see some weapons were actually falling down still. All the enemies' corpses are piled up right here, because for whatever reason, standing there while they're coming down the lift makes them die. So hop into the lift yourself, and we are up and out of here. Congratulations, we've passed the 2 hardest points in the Halo 2 game. Probably the 2 hardest sections of Halo, any Halo game ever. Is the first part of this level where you're just in that room with the Needler and also that prison section. It's on easy though, so it wasn't too difficult. I mean, the term easy implies it's easy, which it was. But we're just going to move through here. Just move through the hallways as quickly as you can. It's on easy, so you can pretty much run past all the enemies without taking too much damage or being at a major risk of dying. So just keep running. Run past all those guys. We're going to take a left right here. There's going to be 2 hunters in this room. As you guessed, we're just going to run past them. Even on higher difficulties, I just run past these 2 guys. They just kind of hang out in here. And just, you know, I guess I don't know what they do when I'm not there. Like, what are they doing? Are they just chatting it up in there while I'm not, you know, running through the middle of the room? I don't know what they're doing. What have they been doing for the past, you know, 8 or 9 minutes that I've been in the previous parts of the levels? We'll never know. But anyway, enough about that room. We are currently in this room right now. It's a big open room right after you exit that hunter room. And you want to climb up here. This avoids all the enemies. Not that they're too difficult. I zoomed in over there. There is a Cortana toy over there and a skull over there if you're looking for those. If you need any skull guide help or skull, not skull. If you need any skull or terminal or Halo 2 toy or any Halo collectible guides, I have all those up on my channel, so check that out. And at this point you want to go over this lift. It's like a horizontal lift. It's very weird, but I like it. It works. So again, just, you know, just keep moving as fast as you can. You always want to be running to your destination with these speed run type things. Jump up here, and we're going to avoid all of the enemies down here. This is a great strategy for higher difficulties. Just stay on the roof here. Jump. Don't, you know, jump too far and quickly. I jumped too quickly there, and I lost control of myself. And I fell down, but you could just keep running along the roof right there and keep going straight. That's what I would do normally. But again, I fell down, which I haven't done in a really long time, and of course I do it while I'm doing a guide, you know, just so I emphasize the fact that I am a terrible Halo player. I wouldn't want to give you guys the wrong idea, but just go into this lift, and we're going to speed on down here. You could just walk along the top of this horizontal lift type thing, but that would be much slower than if you actually went through that thing. So go through that thing. It speeds you up, speeds you right along. We're just going to pass all these guys again. These buggers, when you actually see somebody in front of you and you have a sword, you could actually use them for a little bit of a speed boost. You could lock onto them and lunge forward, and it speeds you up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but if you're trying to shave off 2 or 3 seconds, it'll definitely do the trick. But just keep on moving, follow these routes I'm taking. Shoot these guys, take a left, and just hop in this thingamabob again. There are no enemies in this section, so you're just free to take in the sights, except for not really. We're just, you know, speeding by as quickly as possible. If you have a sword, you could exchange it for a fresh sword from that crate as you're jumping up onto this ceiling. Check that out. Look at those skills. Not really. Just a combination of jumping and holding down the switch weapon button. But you can see I'm taking it a little bit slower here this time so I don't bounce off like I did last time like an idiot. What a noob. So for this part, you want to jump down. You don't want to run along the top. You would, or you could choose to if you want, on other difficulties for other achievements, but for this one we're just going for speed, so you want to jump down and boost yourself over there. And now we are in a big long ramp-like room with 3 brutes with brute shots up on top, so you want to just headshot all those guys as you go up. You don't need to kill them necessarily, but obviously you just kill them as you want to or can. Whoa, guy. That guy really wanted a piece of me. So just jump up on this crate. I'm going to miss this jump a couple times because I don't know what was happening. I've never not jumped on that crate, but I did twice that time. Look at that nice little stream. Switching between the old and new graphics for no reason. Sometimes I get confused and I'm like, am I on the new or the old graphics? And then I switch and I'm like, oh god, no, I was on the new graphics. Those old graphics, man. Whoa, boy. I do enjoy them. I do like them. Hardcore nostalgia. But I mean, the new graphics are pretty gorgeous, so you always want to be on those guys when you can. If I'd killed that grunt, he would not come charging after me and blow my cover. That elite is normally just spawning into the map, and you could assassinate him because he has his back to you, but he became aware of my presence because of the fact that the grunt behind me was not killed, and he was like, oh my god, I'm a grunt, everybody listen to me, look over here. That grunt was like Navi in freaking Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Listen! Who thought that was a good idea? Dear Lord. And that owl. That freaking owl where you just button mash to get out of talking to him, but then you accidentally hit yes, please continue, and he goes into his spiel all over again, and you're like, dear Lord, get out of this. I'm trying to save freaking Hyrule Field from the darkness and those zombies that come up in the nighttime. Man, but enough of Zelda. I mean, we're not even playing that game right now. We're playing Halo 2. Not sure if you've heard of it. You clicked on this video, you may just be interested in, you know, what it is. Well, this is it. We're killing some Covenant. Here we go. This section, you don't necessarily need to kill everybody on the bridge. It's probably a good idea to kill everybody on the bridge. As you'll see in this next section, you could just run past everybody, which I'm about to do partially. I killed some of the people on the bridge, but I'm just going to ignore all these people and run to the last room. It's probably a good idea to just take these guys out as quickly as you can, because it's going to offset the balance of the fight in the next room. Because normally these brutes and elites and hunters up in this room are kind of balanced to fight each other. But since I ignored everyone behind me, I brought in 2 more hunters and a couple more elites to fight all these brutes. So it's kind of one-sided at this point. So I'm kind of scrambling to kill some of the hunters and elites off because it's just not a fair fight at this point. I realized all of this as I was playing. I usually don't speedrun or par time on easy, so this is all kind of fairly new to me, running past all these enemies and the nuances, consequences of running past some people and them following you and all that nonsense. But a good way to take out hunters is to shoot them in the back with a beam rifle or a sniper rifle, but I only have a beam rifle right now, so I'm going to use that. So you can see I'm getting them to turn around. They're kind of distracted, so it's fairly easy to wrap around them and shoot them in the back where their exposed, totally orange back is. Don't shoot them in the armor, the blue armor, because that is armor. It does not help you too much. But if you shoot them right in the orange, that's their completely exposed back, so that gives them way more damage. So do that. A good way to expose their back to you if they're not fighting anybody is to stick them, and that gets them to freeze for whatever reason sometimes. And if it doesn't get them to freeze, it will normally get them to just run away. They just immediately do a 180 and run away, so that exposes their back as well. So do that, but you can see we're closing in on finishing here. At some point there is a second wave of brutes, and I'm not sure if they came or not yet. I was not paying that good of attention, but you can see when I stuck them there, that hunter actually started running away once it exploded. And he would have kept on running if I didn't distract him with more nades, and this brute plasma rifle guy was not distracting him as well. But I'm just helping out here now, just killing everyone as quickly as possible so we can continue on through the rest of the level. This is the last room. There is one more wave of elites that come in here after you kill everybody. There is a second wave of brutes that come into this section. Oh, we got one more elite alive still, apparently. And I missed that jump. But yeah, there is a second wave of brutes that come out of the opposite side of the wall here. They normally have a set amount of enemies in this room to start, but then there is another wave of brutes, so that's what I'm talking about. Apparently, that elite survived only to see me kill him. But just go to the middle of the room once everyone's dead, and Cortana will be like, oh my god, Miranda and Johnson. How surprising that there's two friendly contacts in the middle of High Charity here. But just go to this door after that, and Cortana will go into that pedestal and open up this door. Be aware of the elites that are in the area. Oh my god, that sword elite. He, thankfully, is on easy, and he's terrible at sorting me. Great job, Honor Guard. But we've completed the level, so that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion, and I'll see you later for more Halo achievements.